To celebrate the halfway through of our series, we will focus on relaxing, on unwinding, and letting go. I'd like to really congratulate you that you are doing such a beautiful job of showing up and giving this time for yourself. So if you haven't watched the video from Headspace yet, stop the recording now and then watch the video, and as usual, come back to this recording. For the session, you will need a few pillows or a blanket if you have a yoga block, just to make ourselves cozy and comfortable. You can also put some candles if it's dark in your room. Just make the space cozy and comfortable, so it's nice to be where you are and to practice and to breathe. And whenever you're ready, let's meet in a child's pose. So your feet can be together and the knees wider apart. You can extend your arms in front of you and then just lower your head down onto the ground. So we have few options. We can put a pillow underneath our sit bones. We can also put a block underneath our forehead. This might be quite comfortable. And then let's just take a few times to really relax our whole body and to soften down into the ground. Let's take a few moments to breathe and bring the attention back to the breath. So remembering the monkey, the analogy of your mind, just wandering and jumping from, focusing from one thing to the other. So we want to bring this monkey, our mind, to focus to our breath. Feel your ribs expanding 360 degrees, all direction. Continue to sit back behind you. Continue to lengthen your arms in front of you. Take an inhalation. And then open your mouth and exhale everything out. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale. Fill your lungs with oxygen. Open your mouth and exhale everything out. Last one together. Inhale. And then let go of everything you no longer need. So exhale. Then super slowly, with the help of your hands, lift yourself back up. You can stay in a kneeling position or any other comfortable seated position. Your spine is elongated up towards the sky. Then put your fingertips on top of your shoulders. And then let's make big circles with your elbows. So imagine that you're drawing these big zeros. Maybe your elbows touch in the front while you're making the circles. Continue to sit tall and confident, drawing these big zeros with your elbows. Check where is your attention, and it's absolutely okay if we start to think about something else. But as we did on the day number 2, I think, more or less similar, try to catch yourself and then bring your attention back to your body, to your breath, and to this moment. And last big circle, maybe elbows touch. Okay, now extend your arms in front of you and let's make circles with your wrists. So a few circles, one direction, then to the other. Then open your fingers wide, squeeze them, open, squeeze, and let's do it as fast as you can. Check your breath. Feel the inhalations while you open and squeeze. And then shake your hands. Now lower your hands down onto the ground, so we are in a tabletop position. Spread your fingers wide and your knuckles are pushing down into the yoga mat. So really push the knuckles down, and then let's make little circles. With our wrists. So continue to spread fingers wide. Knuckles are pushing down. Your fingertips are also pushing down into the ground. Last circle, and then we will swap the direction. Explore the sensation in your wrists, so no need to go very deep. So being mindful with our wrists, giving some love and care for our wrists. So in yoga practice, we bear a lot of weight on our hands, so we want our wrists to be happy as well. And last circle. Then come back into the center. Then swapping the direction, so palm is looking up. So we can always adjust the intensity. The less intensity on your wrists is when you put more of your weight to your knees. So shifting your hips back. If you would like more intensity on your wrists, just shift more of your weight onto your wrists. So in this position, so not only passively stretching our wrists, but also imagine that with your nails, you want to push the ground. So we add some activation in our hands. Take an inhalation. Exhale. One more time, continue to push the fingertips down. And then exhale. You can sit back and just shake your wrists. Okay. Now let's meet back into a tabletop position and few cat and cow. So inhaling, gently arching. Exhale, round. Feel your every vertebra. Continue to push the ground away from you. And then come back into the center. Now let's meet in a puppy pose. So extend your arms in front of you, lower your elbows down, and then your hips are in line with your knees, and then stretching our armpits. So here you can put a pillow, a block, a blanket underneath your head. So one option to stay here. If you'd like, put your palms together, and then your thumb wants to touch the back of your neck. So choose which one feels good for you in this moment. So stretching our armpits, softening down into the ground. Opening up our chest. Check where is your mind, where are your thoughts, and then bring your attention back to the breath. So again, continuing to play this game of catching ourselves when our mind starts to think about something else, and then gently bringing it back. One more inhalation in this position. Exhale. And super slowly come back into the center. Now let's bring our right foot forward into the front of your yoga mat. You can put a pillow underneath your left knee or a blanket, and then just few times lift your upper body up, and then extend your right leg, flex your right foot, and then bend it. Few times like this. Extend it, bend it, extend it, flex, bend it. So small movements, but simply giving time and care for our body, to not force anything, but gently move our body. Then bend your right leg, and you can open up your right foot slightly more to the right side. And now a few options, maybe putting our hands above the yoga block, on top of the yoga block, and staying here. If you'd like, maybe lowering your forearms down onto the ground, maybe putting the block and resting your head, your forehead down onto the block. So finding a nice sweet spot for ourselves. So wherever we are, it's absolutely great. So we are not a better yogi if we can go deeper. The most important is what's happening inside in our minds. So being gentle with ourselves and celebrating small wins. Because in the end, everything adds up from the small wins. So I think it's important to celebrate everything. So celebrating your 5 days of yoga, of meditation, of 5 days of taking time for yourself. So here I always like to add a little movement. So maybe gently left, right. Of course, it's not necessary, just as an option. If you had your elbows on the ground, then extend your arms. Keep your left hand on the ground or on the block. And then bend your left leg. And with your right hand, catch your left foot. So here, again, few options. If it's uncomfortable to catch your right foot, you can grab a scarf or a blanket, something to wrap around your left foot and to gently hold it. So again, we don't want to force our body and to go very deep. Just a gentle sensation of lengthening. If you know that you are very flexible in, for example, this area, then you don't need to go deep, and maybe on the contrary, try to have a little activation in the muscles where you are very flexible. So just to bring the balance. So chest is open. Of course, here is an option to lower your left forearm down onto the ground. But again, not necessary. Sometimes having the left hand on top of a block might feel even nicer because we can elevate and to really open up our chest. Last breath in this position, inhale. On the exhalation, let go of your left foot and then start to straighten your right leg. So we come into the half splits. So maybe again, grabbing the block and having the right hand on top of the block. Hips are square in line. Maybe having the hands down onto the ground. Try to keep your chest open, your spine long. Explore the sensation in your body. Come back to the breath. So bring your attention back to your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Okay. Then bend your right leg. Move the block away. And then shuffle your right knee next to your left knee. Swapping sides. So maybe bringing the pillow underneath your right knee. And then bring your left knee, left foot in front. And then extend your upper body up towards the sky. So a little transition to add some movement. Extend your left leg. And then bend it. Extend it. That's why it's nice to have a pillow underneath the right knee, because we are extending and bending, so there is quite a lot of pressure on the left knee. So the pillow always makes it nice. So it's getting darker in my room, so I hope you can still see me. Or if you can't see me, I hope my cues are good enough for you to follow along. Okay, so last time, bend your left leg, extend your left leg, and then let's meet in a bend position. So left leg is bent. You can move the left leg more to the left side of your yoga mat and choose your position. So maybe hands on top of a block or on top of a pillow, or maybe lowering your forearms down onto the ground or again on top of a pillow for extra coziness. Wherever you are, you can close your eyes. Feel your body from within. Feel your right thigh. The lengthening sensation perhaps in your right thigh. The opening sensation in your hips. Bring your attention back to the breath. Inhale. Exhale and soften. So whenever we take an exhalation, imagine that you are softening your whole body and just letting go of any tension. So often we hold tension in our shoulders, in our jaw. So I like to open my mouth and close it, or maybe even massaging my jaw while I open my mouth and close it to relax the jaw. So last cycle of breath in this position. Inhale. And big sigh out. If you had your forearms down onto the ground, you can extend your arms. And then bend your right leg. And then bring your left hand behind you to grab your right foot. So we are here in a spine twist. Chest is open. Feeling the lengthening sensation on the right front thigh. Maybe here grabbing our right foot with a belt, with a yoga strap, with a scarf. Once again, being mindful and kind to our body, so not forcing anything. Quite often it's good to go slightly less when you can. So for example, if you can go 100%, so to go 85%, and to explore that sensation of not going as deep as you can. Maybe adding a little movement in this position. Take an inhalation, exhale, and then whenever you're ready, let go of your right foot, and let's meet in a half splits. Start to straighten your left leg, maybe grabbing the block underneath your hand. Your hips are square, chest is open. So quite often, it's harder to stay in these really slow postures in comparison to moving very fast and to building heat and sweating and holding the postures. But it's quite a good little challenge to notice our thoughts arising, to explore them, and try to let go of them, and at the same time let go of the tension in the muscles in our mind. Continue to flex your left foot, hips are square. Continue to breathe, take an inhalation, exhale. One more time, inhale. And then bend your left leg. And then bring your left knee next to your right knee, maybe moving the pillow away. And let's meet in a seated position. So put the soles of your feet together and open up your knees wider apart. So here, an option is to put a pillow underneath our sit bones. Another option is to put some pillows underneath our knees for support. And another option is to take pillows, block whatever in front to lower our head down. So here, before you lower your head down, you can check the distance between your feet and your body. So it can be as wide as you would like. And then whenever you're ready, you can lower maybe your hands or your forehead down onto the ground or onto the pillows. Find a comfortable position. You can round your spine, soften your whole body. Explore the sensations in your body. And then at the same time, once again, bring the attention back to the body and to the breath. So training our monkey mind, not forcing anything, but gently bringing the attention back to this moment. You can always adjust the height. So for example, if you're staying here for a while and it feels too much, so add a few more pillows or blanket. If you would like to go deeper, so you can take few pillows away and then going slightly deeper. I always like to, at first, to not go as deep, but first take it slightly slower, explore that sensation, and then going slightly deeper. Maybe adding a little movement here. So I start to feel some tingling sensation in my legs. So with inhalation, lift your head and chest up, move the pillows away, and then extend your legs in front of you, flex your feet, point your feet a few times. You can gently shake your legs as well. And let's meet in a reverse tabletop position. So here, try not to drop your head back. You can imagine that you continue to look forward in front of you. Your fingers can be facing your feet. Feet can be hip distance apart. Whenever you're ready with inhalation, gently lift yourself up. Inhale. Exhale. Again, I'm adding a little movement, going forward and back, forward and back. As we're taking it slow today, no need to lift your hips as high as you want. So maybe taking it slightly less. Inhale. And on the exhalation, lower, hips down. Then open up your right foot into a half butterfly. And then bend your left leg. So left foot goes next to your left hip, left knee slightly to the left side. So here we can stay with the hands behind us, slightly engage your left glute, push your left hip forward. We start to feel the lengthening sensation of the front left thigh. If you'd like to go deeper, you can put pillows underneath your body, maybe going on to your elbows or lowering your whole body down. So again, find a comfortable position for you here. Whether it's sitting, laying down, it doesn't matter. Just a sweet spot where we already feel something happening in the front left thigh. You can put your hands on top of your belly and just explore the sensation. So when you breathe in, feel the belly expanding. And when you breathe out, softening. Check your shoulders that they are relaxed, so just soften down to the ground. One more cycle of breath, inhale, exhale, and super slowly, in your own time, let's lift yourself up. And then extend your left leg in front of you. Flex your left foot with inhalation. Lift your arms up towards the sky and lengthen. And then on the exhalation, fold. So here, maybe making a pillow underneath your forehead. Or maybe putting a pillow inside in between your belly and your thigh. It feels quite nice. And then maybe grabbing a block. And once again, just letting go. Trying to relax all our muscles and just to soften down into the ground. One more cycle of breath. Exhale fully. And super slowly move the pillows away. And then bend your left leg into a half butterfly. Bend your right leg. So right knee goes to the right side. Right foot next to your right hip. And then choosing your comfortable position. So maybe staying with the body slightly leaning back. This might already be enough and nice for you today in this moment. If you would like to go deeper, make yourself comfortable and maybe put pillows underneath your back. So if you lower your back down onto the ground and you are really arching your lower back, then you might want to put more pillows underneath your back. This might feel more comfortable for your body. So not such a big arch in your lower back. Once again, wherever you are, try to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Check your jaw that your jaw is relaxed and the muscles around your eyes are also relaxed. Remembering our monkey mind and then once again bringing the attention to this moment, to this breath, to the rising and falling sensation the breath creates. You can keep a slight activation in your right glute, so very gentle. Just experiment what happens if you engage your right glute. So possibly if you engage your right glute, you should feel a more lengthening sensation on the front right thigh. Another option would be to bring our arms down onto the ground, to bring our arms behind us, just as an option. Inhale through the nose. Exhale fully. And then with the help of your hands, lift yourself up. And then extend your right leg in front of you. Over here, again, it might be comfortable to sit on a pillow to elevate our sit bones up. Flex your right foot. With inhalation, lift your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. So maybe a pillow underneath your forehead or in between your thighs and your belly. Maybe a block underneath your forehead. Continuing to soften down into the earth, into your yoga mat or carpet. Inhale, your lungs expanding all directions. And exhaling. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Then super slowly move your props away. Extend both of your legs in front of you and just gently shake your legs. Now lower your spine, your back down onto the yoga mat and hug your right knee towards your chest. Perhaps first shuffle your hips to the right and then right knee goes to the left. So here, few options. Maybe again using the pillow or putting the pillows or blankets underneath your right knee. Your right shoulder is down onto the ground. As an option, you can grab your right foot with your left hand and extend your right leg. This might be quite intense, so choose if it feels good for you today in this moment. Softening your muscles, just melting down to the ground. Take an inhalation, exhalation. Last cycle of breath in this position. Inhale and exhale. And now swapping sides. Extending your right leg, bending your left knee, bringing your hips to the left perhaps first, and then left knee to the right side on top of a pillow. Maybe resting your right hand on top of your left thigh or left knee. As an option, you can extend your left leg and catch your left foot with your right hand. Continue to lower your left shoulder down to the ground. So we want to feel a spine twist over here. Staying in this position the next time you inhale, feel your inhalation, and then when you exhale, listen to the sound of your exhalation. I like this idea of listening to the sound of our exhalations because it helps me to bring my attention to this moment, so to my breath, because I have something to listen to. One last cycle of breath. Inhale, exhale, and gently bring your left knee back into center. You can keep your legs bent, knees together, and feet even wider than your yoga mat, or as wide as your yoga mat might be enough. Then just put your hands on top of your belly and let's take one inhalation to the belly. And exhale fully. So we are finished today for our day 5 of Mental Clarity series. You can stop your recording and stay in this position for slightly longer. So just to simply continue to feel your whole body is relaxing and softening down into the yoga mat. And whenever you're ready, do a meditation practice. As usual, 5 or 10 minutes. Let me know if you're using a timer, if you're using a Headspace app or any other app. And I look forward to see you for our day 6 of our Mental Clarity series tomorrow. You are doing super well. And as always, let me know down in the comments below how you're finding the series. See you tomorrow.